Praise the Lord, everybody. I know you're up late. Maybe you're getting up early in the morning. But I just had to come to you and tell you with some audio, with some sound that you can hear. We drafted a letter to several stations, news stations that we're not on. One in New York, one in Chicago, and one in Los Angeles. I'm believing God's going to give us favor in each one of those studios, in each one of those radio stations. These are big markets. These are huge. These are the top, I guess, the top four. It goes like this. New York is number one. Number two used to be Chicago. Now that the hurricanes wiped out New Orleans, Houston is now number two. Chicago is number three. And Los Angeles is number four in the top rating markets in the U.S. I am believing that come January 1st, God is going to give me one, if not all. Not only New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Houston. In order for that to become a reality, and if any one of them write back to us and say, yes, we're interested, which is a high possibility because of the fact that we're already on several big markets like Cincinnati, Las Vegas, Phoenix, and one more, I forgot which one, Tampa, Florida. In order for that to happen, we're going to have to get about three of these boxes. They're $1,900 each. This one is our ministries, and it's bought and paid for. So it's a simple Bricklink, Comrex, Bricklinks, that's all it is. It puts the signal right from anywhere that I am into a radio station easily, with great quality, and quickly, with no latency. That means no interruptions, no drag on the signal. So I want to be prepared. I want to step out in faith. I'm asking God to give me 3 people to sow $2,000, and we will purchase. That's used, by the way. The new ones are much more expensive, and I don't mind buying used if it checks out okay, and we've got it guaranteed by the seller that we can return it if it doesn't work. But I'm asking God for 3 partners to sow $2,000, and then I'm asking God for several of you to do your very best so that we can go ahead and purchase 3 new Bricklinks just like this one. This one is going to be in use. I unplugged it just so I could show you. But this one will service Phoenix, Las Vegas, and Cincinnati, perhaps Tampa. But if Los Angeles and Chicago and New York come online, we're going to need some more. And so I'm asking you for your help. And don't forget, it's all about Jesus. I know the holidays are here, and we're celebrating Thanksgiving, and then we're celebrating Christmas, and we're excited, and specials are on at the store, and sometimes we forget about the work of God. Don't forget about it. Let's not forget about it. If you are at all able to pull $2,000 from somewhere and sow it, I know God will honor it and he'll bless it. And what a time to sow it during his birthday. What a time to sow it during this time. And so I'm asking for your help that we can just, all of us coming together, boost this ministry up and say we're going to be ready so that when these stations, and I know they're going to accept, some are going to accept us. Maybe not all, but some are going to accept the program. And the reason I know that is that, I haven't even talked to Charlotte yet. Charlotte, North Carolina. They've had us before. Once they know we're relaunching, they're going to want us back. I haven't talked to places like Shreveport, Louisiana. I know that when they hear that we're coming back, they wanted us on drive time. I said, no, I'm for the hopeless. I'm for the hurting. I'm for the broken. I'm for the lonely. I want midnight hours. I'm the pastor of the middle of the night. I want to be somebody's pastor that's hurting. So I know that may sound silly to some, but to me, it's a big deal in my spirit, in my heart. It's what I cry over. It's what I intercede over. It's what I pray over. If somebody's watching today that God has blessed you, and you can sow $2,000, and you can say, David Woods, go ahead, order a Comrex BricsLink. Get it and use it for the glory of God. We set it up right here. And well, you can see a video of Las Vegas behind me. That's a done deal. We're scheduled January 1 and 2 to go every Friday and Saturday to minister over the city. 42.5 million souls coming and going out of the city over the span of a year. That's Las Vegas Boulevard right here behind me right there. And then you got the whole city, and we'll reach it both analog and digital. That's what's so great. Somebody said, what's the difference? Digital, if you have a new car, you know, you have the digital on your dash, and you can just push the button and it scans and then locks. That's digital. An analog signal is where it's, I don't want to say more intense. They're both intense. I mean, we're talking 100,000 watts. 100,000 watts with no obstructions, very little obstructions. It's flat desert in a lot of these areas. And that signal has nowhere to go but to penetrate homes and cars. And so I'm very excited about this. This is not the only thing we're talking about going on in January. We're talking about Buckeye, Arizona. We're talking about Bullhead City, Mojave, Arizona, the desert region. Lots of people live out in the desert. Clifton, Arizona, Cottonwood, Arizona, Eager, Flagstaff, Arizona. That's the Grand Canyon City. Some of you went to the Grand Canyon. You probably went through Flagstaff. There's a great population there. Little town of Heber Overgaard. Oh, man, I've had people call me in the middle of the night from Heber Overgaard that had been drinking and depressed and discouraged, and their life was turned around.